This is Smokin Jamgrass. I'm Brian.
I'm Jolie, and we'd like to share with you the music we love, progressive bluegrass, and its roots. First and third Sundays of the month from 2 to 3 p.m. right here on KMUZ.
You and I headed straight into the west.
Hello and welcome to the last episode of Smokin Jamgrass of the year. Today we are celebrating John Hartford, whose birthday would have been December 30th. He would have been 85 years old. John Hartford is possibly one of the most covered musicians in bluegrass today, other than Bill Monroe. And for today's show, covering his songs, we've got the Travelin' McCurries, a new cover from Jason Carter's new album, Billy Strings, Danny Barnes, Leftover Salmon, the Jeff Austin Band, Sam Bush, Yonder Mountain String Band, and more.
We're super excited for this John Hartford birthday tribute Smokin Jamgrass show. John Hartford actually was born in New York City, but was raised in the greater St. Louis area.
And he had a very famous cousin by the name of Tennessee Williams.
Oh, yeah. John grew up with two loves, music and the Mississippi River, of which he was actually a riverboat pilot at one point, among other professions such as radio DJ and voiceover artist, but he's mainly known for his songwriting. And eventually in 1965, he moved to Nashville, Tennessee, where all the great musicians go. And the following year, him and his wife saw Dr. Zhivago, and he came home inspired from the movie and in 20 minutes wrote his big hit, Gentle on My Mind, covered by so many great artists in the past. This version's coming with Tim O'Brien on mandolin, the great Bryan Sutton on flat pick and guitar, and Stuart Duncan on fiddle. We're celebrating John Hartford's birthday on Smokin Jamgrass, KMUZ.
It's knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk. Makes me tend to leave my sleeping bag rolled up and stashed behind your couch. It's knowing I'm not shackled by forgotten words or bonds or the ink stains that have dried upon some life. On the back roads by the rivers of your memories, for hours you're just gentle on my mind. Not clinging to the rocks and ivy planted on their columns now that binds me. Something that somebody said because they thought we fit together walking. Knowing that the world will not be cursing and forgiving as I walk along some railroad track and find that you're moving on the back roads by the rivers of my memories. For hours you're just gentle on my mind. Come between us. Some little woman crying to her mother as she turned and I was gone. I still might run in silence, tears of joy might stain my face, and the summer sun might burn me till I'm blind. Not to where I cannot see, walking on the back roads by the rivers flowing gentle on my mind. cup of soup back from a gurgling, crackling cauldron in some train yard. My beard a roughened and coal pile, dirty hat pulled low across my face. The cup stands around a tin can, I pretend to hold you to my breast and find. Still wavering from the back roads by the rivers of my memories, ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind.
Song about Vegas town and poor old Howard Hughes, locked up there in his hotel suite trying to find his shoes. Well, he's got so much to lose. Poor old Howard Hughes, all his blues. His nurses and his chauffeurs, they stand around inside and watch the door and wait on him, whatever's on his mind. And that's a hell of a lot to do to guard old Howard Hughes, all his blues. If he didn't have a nickel, if he didn't have a dime, he could do it every damn well pleased, and he'd do it all the time. But success is just a mess of overdue. Poor Howard Hughes and all of his blues. Strip where the regular people pass, I heard some say he's not too well, I heard he's singing fast, but those are unofficial sources to the news about poor old Howard Hughes and all of his blues. If he didn't have a nickel, if he didn't have a dime, he could do whatever he damn well pleased, he could do it all the time. But success is just a mess of overdue. Poor old Howard Hughes and all of his blues. Every damn well pleased, and they do it all the time. But success is just a mess of overdue. Poor Howard Hughes and all his blues. If he didn't have a nickel, if he didn't have a dime, he'd do whatever he damn well pleased, and he'd do it all the time. But success is just a mess of overdue. Poor Howard Hughes and all his blues.
You're listening to Smokin Jamgrass on KMUZ Community Radio.
Someday about 25 years from now, when we've all grown old from wondering how, we'll all sit down at the city dump and talk about the good old days. Oh, you pass the joint and I'll pass the wine. Anything good from down the line. A lot of good things that went down one time back in the good old days. Yeah, the good old days are past and gone. A lot of good people have done gone on. That's my life when the sing this song about back in the good old days. Sometimes I get to thinking that we're almost gone and there ain't nothing left we can figure out. I guess it must have seemed a lot more like that back in the good old days. When you gotta go, you gotta go. There's always somebody, don't you know? I hang around, I say, well, I told you so. Back in the good old days. Yeah, the good old days are past and gone. A lot of good people have done gone on. That's my life when I sing this song. Back in the good old days. I'll join hands and we'll gather round when old Steve Goodman starts to make that sound. A lot of good things that went down, down, down back in the good old days. We was in love with the people that we hadn't even met, out for anything we could get. Now we did it then, and we'll do it yet. Back in the good old days. Now the good old days are past and gone. A lot of good people have done gone on. That's my life when I sing this song about back in the good old days. Now the good old days are past and gone. A lot of good people have done gone on. That's my life when I sing this song about back in the good old days.
Stayed, damn near didn't come back again. I didn't go very fast on a steam-powered aeroplane. I pulled up by the wind round and then back again. Sitting in a 747, I'm watching all the clouds roll by. Can't tell if it's sunshine or if it's raining. I'd rather be sitting in a deck chair high up over Kansas City in a genuine old-fashioned all-things steam-powered aeroplane. I'd pull the pilot wheel around and back again. I wear blue hat, yes, that steam-powered aeroplane. The letters went round the brim and then back again. Sitting in a 747, I'm watching all the clouds roll by. Can't tell if it's sunshine or if it's raining. I'd rather be sitting in a deck chair high up over Kansas City in a genuine old-fashioned authentic steam-powered aeroplane.
You're listening to Smokin Jamgrass on KMUZ Community Radio.
Bed with the crease in the middle. Make my home Hollywood is real. Make my living with the hillbilly fiddle. Play little runs in the funny little. And I got me a gal by saw on the fiddle. And the harder that I follow, the harder that she comes along. And we gotta get happy. Wiggle in the middle. That's when I know I wanna go home. Play fiddle, play all day long. I hear you screaming at me way far away in the yard. Cleveland. Doesn't get any better than that guy right there, and I'm telling you. Hard to concentrate on waiting, wondering if she will know my face, and trying to remember. It might have been the time or maybe might have been the place. In an underground railroad station, just out of the rain. So much depends on the 6 o'clock train and a girl with green eyes. Hands on the subway clock, we're almost straight up and down. Way back in that dark black tunnel, I thought I heard the sound. Will she know me when she sees me, or wait to hear my voice when I see her coming through the steam in the maddening rush hour noise? In an underground railroad station, just out of the rain. So much depends on the 6 o'clock train and a girl with green eyes. Silly in my nervousness, so crazy in my fear. I ask a man with a brown suit on, does the 6 o'clock train stop here? He reassured me quickly and turned as if in pain. And I wonder, maybe he, like I, depended on that train. In an underground railroad station, just out of the rain. So much depends on the 6 o'clock train and the girl with green eyes.
Celebrating the music and birthday of John Hartford here on Smokin Jamgrass on KMUZ this hour. Hartford's birthday is December 30th. He would have been 85. That one's called The 6 O'Clock Train and a Girl with Green Eyes, and you'll find it on Jason Carter's new album, Lowdown Hoedown. John Hartford released the song in 1968 on the Love album. And in fact, in Jason Carter's version, Sam Bush is on the mandolin. And he must have been pretty familiar with that part because he also played with John Hartford on the 1968 album version. Also on this Jason Carter version we just played, Cody Kilby on guitar, Jerry Douglas on dobro, Dennis Crouch on bass, and you may have recognized his voice, Billy Strings on backup vocals and backup guitar. That wasn't the original plan though. At first, Jason Carter and the gang had it all recorded in one take without Billy Strings. The plan was to have Billy come in and sing a backup track, but then he showed up with his guitar, and so why not have him add in a backup guitar track as well?
Man, you gotta love it when you're recording an album and your buddy Billy Strings comes down to flat pick.
No kidding, huh?
And speaking of Billy Strings, we got an amazing rendition of his cover of John Hartford's No End of Love, recorded March 22nd, 2021 from his living room. He put out on social media on the baritone banjo. And about 9 months earlier, we were all stuck in quarantine, and Billy was doing shows via social media, and he was talking about how lonesome it was being in quarantine, so he drove his 66 Chevy Chevelle up to John Hartford's gravesite and just sat there for a couple hours and played his songs and told him thank you for everything that he's done for the genre. So
nice.
He's a pretty important guy when it comes to what we're doing here. John Hartford and Billy Strings. I hope you all find it as beautiful as I do.
It's all John Hartford this hour as we celebrate his birthday on Smokin Jamgrass, KMUZ.
in the morning, hot in the morning, it will all fall down. The woolly pig is coming, it will all fall down. The woolly pig is coming, it will all fall down. through the trash with a big bright light. That's KHG with the traffic control. I'm out in the backyard digging me a hole where the whirly pig is coming. The whirly pig is coming. The whirly pig is coming. It will all fall down. Hide it in the morning. Hide it in the morning. Hide it in the morning. It will all fall down. The whirly pig is coming. It will all fall down. The whirly pig is coming. It will all fall down. I'm so damn paranoid that I'm absolutely clean. I can't do nothing when I look in the air. Seems like a piggy is a flying on the run. The whirly pig is coming. The whirly pig is coming. The whirly pig is coming. It will all fall down. Hide it in the morning. Hide it in the morning. Hide it in the morning. It will all fall down. The whirly pig is coming. It will all fall down. The whirly pig is coming. It will all fall down. The whirly pig is coming. The whirly pig is coming. The whirly pig is coming. You know the whirly pig is coming. The whirly pig is coming. The whirly pig is coming.
You're listening to Smokin Jamgrass on KMUZ Community Radio.
little dream of you, trying to dance in a field of blue. Like a song Tchaikovsky plays, makes me come on slowly. Raven hair makes me mad, and the insane style that makes me glad. California dreaming, Mississippi style makes me come on slowly. Trying to be real cool and soft, I don't take a chance turning you off. Watching how you operate when the chips are down makes me come on slowly. Isn't that when you want to make it all come true? Baby, if I had a chance to be in love with you. Watching how you operate when the chips are down makes me come on slowly. Little dream of you, time to dance in a field of blue. Like a song Tchaikovsky plays, makes me come on slowly. Ribbon hair makes me mad, and the insane style that makes me glad. California dreaming in the Mississippi style makes me come on slowly. Trying to be real cool and soft, I won't take a chance turning you off. Love that how you operate when the chips are down makes me come on slowly. It doesn't matter when you wanna make it all come true. Baby, if I had a chance to be in love with you, or watching how you operate when the chips are down makes me come on slowly. Sip a little bit of darling, and I had a little drink of you and me. We were walking and we go to and then a little tree. Come along and then we go and then come on slowly. And a little bit of baby when I saw you in the moonlight, and they give a little to me and they come in a little and a little girl, and he made me come on slowly. He said, I would it, I wanna make it all come true. Little baby mama, if I had a little chance to be in love with you and a little bit of mama, so when that you want to move in, I wait until the group and I can't get me going on style. Makes me come on slowly.
Listening to your radio station where the mighty hosts of heaven sing. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. If you want to hear the songs of Zion coming from the land of endless spring, get in touch with God. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. and listen to the music in the air. Turn your radio on. Heaven, glory, share, turn your lights down low. And listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on. Come and listen into the Gloryland chorus. Listen to the grand Hosanna sing. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Get a little taste of love eternal. Get a little heaven in your soul. Get in touch with God. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. And listen to the music in the air. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Heaven, glory, share, turn your lights down low. Turn your lights down low. And listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on. Listening to the fathers and the mothers and the many friends who've gone before. Turn your radio on, turn your radio on. And we'll see them once eternal over on the Hallelujah shore. Get in touch with God. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. And listen to the music in the air. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Heaven, glory, share, turn your lights down low. Turn your lights down low. And listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Get in touch with God. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on.
That was the classic cover of Turn Your Radio On. Boy, it's the bookend of one of the best albums ever created, especially in the bluegrass genre, off of steam-powered aeroplane. That was the Jeff Austin Band playing live at the John Hartford Memorial Festival from June 2nd, 2018, with Jay Starling, Mike Robinson, Max Johnson, Kyle Tuttle, and Daryl Anger.
Yes, and before that, Cuckoo's Nest, one of my favorite John Hartford tunes, performed by the Jeff Austin Band at the City Winery in Chicago in 2014, and that included the Keels, Larry and Jenny, and also Danny Barnes.
Woo!
And the Here and Now as well. This is all part of the John Hartford birthday tribute show that we're doing on Smokin Jamgrass here on KMUZ. John Hartford is one of those guys who everybody loves, and we're so happy to end our final show of the year doing nothing but John Hartford songs performed by everybody but John Hartford, except for the very last song.
Everybody we know, everybody we love and listen to the last 25 years covers John Hartford, but nobody does it like the man himself. Yeah. So we're going to end out the last show, last song of the year with the man, the myth, the legend himself, John Hartford, walking out at the Grand Ole Opry with his microphone up board that he tap dance on and his banjo to an empty house with only one person watching him, and it's himself.
Gumtree Canoe. On the Tombigbee River so bright I was born, in a hut made of husks of the tall yellow corn. And there I first spied my Julia so true, and I rode her about in my gumtree canoe, singing roll away, roll, the water's so blue, like a feather we'll float in our gumtree canoe, singing roll away, roll, the water's so blue, like a feather we'll float in our gumtree canoe. All day in the fields of soft cotton I'd hoe, and I'd think of my Julia and sing as I go. Then I catch her a bird with a wing of true blue, and at night sail around in my gumtree canoe, singing roll away, roll, the water's so blue, like a feather we'll float in our gumtree canoe, singing roll away, roll, the water's so blue, like a feather we'll float in our gum tree canoe.
Giving himself a round of applause, that's John Hartford doing Gumtree Canoe at the Grand Ole Opry as we close out our last Smokin Jamgrass episode of the year, the John Hartford Birthday Tribute.
We love you, John. Thanks for all your incredible music and inspiration. We also would like to give a big thank you to KMUZ and to all the tapers that provide all this music for us.
So until next year, everyone, much love.
You and I headed straight into the west. Sun is rising behind, we're headed straight into the darkness.